All right, Shalom, Akim Shalom. I'm going to start by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Harakakwadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and are worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. All right, this video is going to be entitled, Do We Labor for the Spirit or Do We Labor for the Flesh? All right, and we know that we labor for the Spirit because when these things are dissolving before our very eyes, all right, the society is collapsing before our very eyes, whether it be the educational system, religious system, government, all right, politics, military, whatever it may be, okay, we're seeing these things come to naught, and the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is rising up, the men of the Lord, okay, to be delivered out of this place. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 24. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure. So there's an old saying that goes, what are you doing in your free time or your spare time, man? Are you dedicating it to a failing system? Or are you dedicating it to an everlasting power, man? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So Most High, especially over the last few years, man, beginning with this pandemic, all right, the Most High has given us somewhat opportunity for leisure, all right? There's a word called virtual, which means basically not face-to-face, man, all right? So with that, the Most High has turned the society basically virtual, man, all right? So a lot of times you behind closed doors, if we're not on the highways and byways, all right, teaching his word in his ministry, all right? We're doing things behind closed doors, such as posting up videos, reading articles, studying, all right, certain things like that to make our call and election sure. But that opportunity of leisure is to be done to benefit your wisdom and knowledge and understanding, man, not to be done to do folly or just waste time, man, all right, because we don't have any time to waste. It says, and he that hath little business shall become wise. That's right, man, not taking up all these affairs and being in the business of this world, man, all right, not seeing, oh, what's the latest trend on the shade room, or what's the latest gossip, or what's the latest entertainment going on, man. Nah, man, because those things are gonna come to naught, man. It speaks of it throughout the scriptures, man, countless amount of times how the society is gonna collapse before our very eyes, man, because it's vain and it's full of oppression. All right. It says, and he that had little business shall become wise. How can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow and that glorieth in the gold, that driveth oxen and is occupied in their labors, and whose talk is of bullocks? That's right, man. You can liken it unto occupying yourself wholeheartedly into your career, into your job, all right, into your LLC, all right, your business, your entrepreneurship, whatever it may be, man, and not dedicating that time to the will of the Father, man, to this truth, to this ministry, all right? All right. Get this real quick. All right. It's Romans 14:5. It says, one man esteeming one day above another esteeming every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So we have to be fully persuaded in our own mind, man. How do you do that? You lay it all out, man. All right. You lay this truth out compared to the world. All right. You lay this word, all right, these precepts compared to what the society has to offer, man. And there's no competition, man. All right. There's no room, all right, for this worldly society to exist in the spiritual world, man. All right. It's going to be destroyed. And we have to set our minds and our focus on what? Giving diligence to this ministry, building and growing, all right, working on a daily. It's Sirach, back in Sirach 38. It says, get back to it. Sirach 38:25, it says, how can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow, and that glorieth in the gold, that driveth oxen and is occupied in their labors, and whose talk is of bullocks? That's right, man, because you can't get wisdom when you're occupied in the labors of the oxen, man, all right? The labors of the world, all right? Hard working, because Jake is out here, he says, what? I'm a grinder. I'm on the grind. I'm chasing it all day. I don't sleep, all right? You putting off. So if you're not sleeping and you're chasing your grind, all right, your lane, your whatever you have stored up in this society, then where does the Lord come in that picture? All right, where does the ministry come in that picture? What is the truth? What is the hard work and labor and dedication, all right, that comes with this ministry come in? If you're dedicating you can't be friends with the world, man. Because if you're friends with the world, you're not one-on-one with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. It says, he giveth his mind to make furrows, and is diligent to give the kind fodder. So every carpenter and worksmaster that labor at night and day, and they that cut and grave seals, and are diligent to make great variety, and give themselves to counterfeit imagery, and watch to finish a work. That's right, man. And that goes into the laboring that people do in the society for whatever craft they have, man. All right? They labor it, restlessly. Giving their mind to it, giving their devotion to it, blood, sweat, and tears to it. All right? But that workmanship or that imagery that they're working on, it's vanity, man. All right? It's vexation. It doesn't move. All right? It doesn't breathe. It has no breath and it has no wisdom, man. All right? But Jake is doing that in order to advance himself, not in the kingdom of heaven, but to advance himself here in America, man, here in the United States, man. All right? And it says, the smith also sitting by the anvil and considering the iron work, the vapor of the fire wasted his flesh, and he fighted with the heat of the furnace. The noise of the hammer and anvil is ever in his ears, and his eyes look still upon the pattern of the thing that he maketh. He set in his mind to finish his work, and watch to polish it perfectly. So doth the potter sitting at his work, and turning the wheel about with his feet, who is always careful set at his work, and maketh all his work by number. He fashioneth the clay with his arm, and boweth down his strength before his feet. He applied himself to lead it over, and he is diligent to make clean the furnace. That's right, man. And that hard work and dedication is done for what? Something that has no understanding, something that has no knowledge, something that can't bring about your deliverance, man. All right? And that's what our people have fallen astray for, man. They've fallen away. They've been cast away from the Most High for what? Serving grave images and idols, worshiping those things, okay, and making them their gods, man, instead of worshiping the Father, man. All right? Get this real quick. This is Romans chapter 1, verse 25. It says, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Serving the creature more than the creator, man. The creature could be likened unto an idol, could be likened unto your career, all right? Could be likened unto your woman, okay? You're serving those things instead of serving Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, who created those things, man. Not to be served, all right? But for you to what? The scriptures tell you be a user of the world and not an abuser, man. That created for you to what? Use, okay, but not abuse, man. Not worship and bow down to, man. All right? It says, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. All right? And also, the men leaving the natural use of the woman, burning their lust one toward another. And that's what you see in the society, of course. All right? The alphabet crew. Okay, this whole society is off, man. All right, it's abominable. Okay, it's for the wicked. This society upholds wicked principles, wicked doctrines, wicked philosophies, man. So the Most High is going to destroy it, man. Men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was made. Yeah, man, you're gonna meet your demise. Whatever wicked thought and wicked end you wanted to uphold, man, you're going to receive that. You're going to be recompensed in that area which was met, man. You received it, man. You're going to receive that judgment and that constellation prize that you're getting. But ultimately, you're going to get those nuclear missiles, man. All right? You're going to be caught up in that lake of fire. It's back in Sirach 38. It says, verse 30, Sirach 38 and 30, he fashioneth the clay with his arm, and bowed down his strength before his feet. He applied himself to lead it over, and he is diligent to make clean the furnace. Yeah, man, you're diligent to make clean that furnace, making sure your workspace is clean before work, making sure you turn all your gear in, all your equipment in, right? You making sure your workplace for Esau is correct. But what about your temple? All right, what about your spiritual house, man? What about this ministry? What about the truth? What about your brethren, man? Your neighbors, man. What about making that clean? All right. What about giving a diligent effort to learn this material, man. Learn this truth, man. Learn these breakdowns. Learn this knowledge and understanding to bring forth more fruit. It says, all these trust to their hands, and everyone is wise in his work. Without these cannot a city be inhabited, and they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up and down. Yeah, so these people, they inhabited the city, man, but are you inhabiting the city as what, a prophet? No, you're not, man. And the scriptures tell you, get it real quick, that all these things are going to come to naught, man. All right, and we're seeing it in these last sections of time that what? These things are being made manifest to show forth that only the Lord and his men are going to stand that day. This is Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves." Right, the keepers of the house being those elites, man. They keep up the house, man. This wicked house, man. They're going to tremble in that day because they're seeing chariots now. They're seeing the men of the Lord push this knowledge and this truth no matter what they come down with, what decree. They seeing we're going to fight to the end for our cause, man. All right? They're seeing this place being shaken up, man, in prophecy. It says, "And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few." That's right, man. The grinding ceasing is talking about the workers, the workforce, man. The society is taking a major, major blow in what? Unemployment. All right, which is going to crash the economy, which is going to have this place in derision, man. All right, and have this place in a total uproar, civil war. All right, people are going to be against their neighbors back and forth, man. There's going to be a major, major what? Upset in prophecy, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. It's going to be a major crashing from the hills like the scriptures speak of, talking about the what? Stock market, man, those graphs, okay, Dow Jones, whatever other ones, that they put out there. All right, but it says, "And those that looked out the windows be darkened," right? Because this is the day of the Lord, man. The scriptures tell you, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord, man. The day of the Lord is darkness and not night, man. So you're going to be caught up in that whole notion of thinking that the Most High is coming back with candy and teddy bears, man. It's not going to be like that. It says, "And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." That's right. In this music industry, the entertainment industry, whatever industry that Esau controls, man, it's all going to be burnt up and dissolved, man. It's all going to be taken in its misery, man. Because this place is not headed for glory. It's headed for misery, man. Point blank, period. And to be caught up in it is not to be wise. All right? That is a lot of a fool to be caught up in this whirlwind of confusion that America is headed for, man. All right? We don't want to be caught up in that as men of the Lord. So like, I might have to walk outside. But we don't want to be caught up in that as men of the Lord, man. We want to suffer. Get this real quick. End it out. Right? This is 1 Peter 3:14. "And who is he?" I'm going to start at 13. I'm going to start at 12, Salaki. "For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers." That's right, man. The Most High tells you the prayers of the righteous pierce the clouds. So and Yahushua came on earth, all right, and he said, "I pray for them," speaking of the elect, not the world. So he separated us from the world. So why should we act with the world? Why should we be for the world? Why should we labor for the world? We should labor in the spirit. It says 1 Peter 3:12. "But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil." The face of the Lord is his judgment, his indignation. It says, "And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good," man? If the Most High is for us, who can be against us? No one is going to harm us, man. We're going to be low, but we're not going to be in despair. Yeah, we're going to be troubled, but we're not going to be harmed, man. It says, and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, which we're laboring for, which goes into laboring for the spirit, not the world, giving your time to the spirit, not the world. It says, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. That's right, but sanctify the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse you of good conversation in Yahushua Mashiach. That's right, man. So we always want to be on the good side, ready to give answer, because we've been studying, we've been researching, we've been reading, we've been in the spirit, we've been fasting, we've been praying, man. All right, not full of the world, but full of the spirit. With that, I'm going to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua. Call Allah Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Harakakudash. Double honors to the apostle, great millstone, rule well and teach well. No word there to double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during this last extra time. Kwame Yashala, Shalom.